Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Average Joe's. This episode, we're digging into eggnog. I didn't even know you could make your own eggnog. I thought you had to buy it at the store until I went to my grandma Daniel's house and she was serving it up one holiday. And it was the purest form of eggnog. It was literally raw eggs with some nutmeg and a lot of vodka. And I figured, well, if this doesn't kill me, nothing will. And it was delicious, probably because of all the vodka. So today we're making Alton Brown's recipe, which is linked in the description. It's amazing. It's probably, what did we figure, 30% booze. It's super strong. It tastes great, and it's actually made for aging. We do some twists and turns. We're actually going to pasteurize ours a little bit where he doesn't so that we can store it and age it longer. But guys, it is a superior product. So come along with me today. Let's make this together. Cheers. Oh, man. That's delicious. All right, guys, so I'm doubling the batch. So everything is double. It calls for 1 pound. I'm gonna put 2 pounds of sugar, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. I'm not gonna do fresh nutmeg. I don't have access to it. This will work just fine for my needs. I'm going 1 quart of half and half, 1 quart of heavy whipping cream, 1 quart of whole milk, and then 2 cups each of bourbon, Jamaican rum, and brandy. So 2 cups each of those and 24 egg yolks. So we're gonna start with that. The first step, we're gonna take these 24 egg yolks and we're gonna dump in our 2 pounds of sugar and our 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. So I'm gonna fire this baby up. All right, we're gonna run the mixer on about medium until it gets to a nice, consistent, creamy yellow. Right now it's pretty dark. We'll keep mixing it, keep incorporating, and you'll see what it looks like when we're done. So after about 3.5 minutes on medium, that gets us where we want to be. So we're going to go ahead and add our milk. We're going to add our 32 ounces of whole milk. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, but we're going to do a half a teaspoon of salt. And the milk. And we're going to go ahead and raise that back up and put it on a really slow speed so it doesn't splash. And let that mix. All right, going in with the 32 ounces of each, half and half. Guys, we're already finding out that maybe the actual bowl size could be an issue. We haven't even put the booze in here yet, so stay tuned. We'll see how this works out. We'll work through it. That's what we do on Average Joe. And then we're going to start mixing this in, incorporating everything together. Can't use the KitchenAid anymore. We got too big. Okay, so the big difference between what we're doing and what Alton does. So we've got all our milk, we've got our whipping cream, we've got the half and half, we've got eggs, we've got nutmeg, salt, we've got everything except for the booze incorporated into a giant bowl. And at this point, Alton, he adds the booze, jars it, ages it. We're gonna actually use a double boil method, and we're gonna heat this up to 165 for 15 seconds, just to give it a light pasteurization, what we would call, make it food safe. There's a lot of stuff going on with egg recalls, a lot of stuff in the news. You'll see it this time. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna move this over to the double boiler, where we're gonna cook it, but we gotta be careful because we don't want the egg to curdle. We're just gonna keep stirring it, keep moving it, and just slowly raise the temperature up to 165 and then hold it. So here it is, guys. We've got it on a saucepan. The saucepan's boiling. It's starting to heat up. I'm just going to continually stir this. I'm going to sit here and baby this for a while just to make sure that we get good, even transfer of heat into that product and get it warmed up. We'll keep pulling temperature. Once it gets to 165, we'll hold it there for about 15 seconds. Then we'll pull it off and cool it down. Okay, so we got it over 165. We've held it for at least 15 seconds, probably more like 30. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off before it gets too hot. Okay, we've got 165. We got at least 15 seconds, probably longer. We're gonna go ahead and run this through a strainer into another pot and see if there's any cooked egg or anything that needs to be strained out. Nice. Doesn't look like we have any cooked on stuff, which is great. Okay, we strained it. There wasn't a lot of burnt on pieces or any extra egg that cooked. So we're gonna go ahead and add our booze. In the booze, we've got 2 cups each, remember, it's a lot, of the Jamaican rum, of the bourbon, and the brandy. We actually used up all of the brandy. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna stir. Ooh, it smells amazing. Oh. Give that a quick stir. It's already starting to cool down. So we should be able to go ahead and start filling this with the jars. And remember, we're keeping this stuff in the fridge. We're gonna let it cool down nicely. If we give it away, we're gonna let everybody know to keep it refrigerated as well. Even though we lightly pasteurize it, it's got a ton of booze, nothing's gonna grow. We wanna be err on the side of safe. Real quick, clean, sanitized jars. So I ran them through the dishwasher, good hot cycle. They're good to go. They're relatively dry. Same with the funnel filler. Good to go, sanitized and clean. Now we're gonna go ahead and fill this, clean and sanitize later. Remember, we're dealing with some lightly pasteurized stuff, a lot of alcohol. We should be safe. Smells good, guys. Just remember, you can age this stuff for up to a year in the refrigerator. You can drink it right away. It's ready to go. So make sure, just be careful, have fun. It packs a wallop, and enjoy. Oh man, that's good. Remember, sometimes average is good enough, but wait a second. I think this is above average. So give it a try. Enjoy. Cheers.